Hello, I'm back. Hello, my name is Stephen V. Irvin. I am a student in the Instructional Technology program at Kent State University. I'm here to talk to you today about the contiguity principle by Ruth Clark. Let's get started. Okay, you really can't talk about the contiguity principle without looking at the multimedia principle because it builds upon the multimedia principle itself. And I looked at Clark, Mayer, and Anderson as resources to get most of my information for this video. Okay, educators can see now that there are important ways that contiguity affects learning. We have to be able to and willing to set our learners up for success in the most effective ways possible. Contiguity principle number 1, printed words must always be placed near related graphics. We only have two sensory inputs, our hearing and our sight, and we don't want to overload those inputs and overload sensory and working memory. As you can see that this individual who made this diagram did a really good job. Remember, always place text near relevant graphics. You can see that the information about each part of the animal cell is actually right on the graphic itself and draw a line drawn. This allows the learner to go from a cognitive link between the two different concepts. This is a bad example. If you notice that when the placement of text and graphics violates, which this does, you have the definitions all the way over here and the diagram all the way over here, the learner is much less effective because of cognitive overload, having to go back and forth between the chart and the diagram. Okay, pause the video and work individually or in teams to answer these two questions. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully you chose example A as a good example. As you can see, the learner only needs to look at the diagram itself to recover all the information they need to understand the diagram. Example B is a very bad example of the contiguity principle because the information for the diagram is below the diagram and the learner needs to go below there and find the information and come back up top. Not a very good example at all. Okay, the second principle for the contiguity is you must synchronize all spoken words with matching graphics when creating an educational video. If, for instance, a speaker on a voiceover is imparting some kind of information to the listener, but the video associated with the voiceover does not match the information given, the learner is more likely to discard the information provided. The learner must hear and see the same concepts described on a narrated video for the learner to comprehend the message. And I went through quite a few videos on the internet, and I found out that the ones that did not follow the contiguity principle were kind of irritating to watch. You should take a snapshot of this page, print it out, and take it with you when you go look at these videos. Okay, in review, contiguity principle number 1, do. When a graphic is showing instructions, steps, descriptions, or actions, make sure the printed words are right next to the graphic. Don't. Never place feedback or support on a separate page from the learner answer. Don't. Directions should never appear on a separate page from the learner's activity description. For contiguity principle number 2, when the video is showing a task, an action, or description, the narration should be presented at the same time. They need to be synchronized. Don't present a segment of narration that comes first and then followed by a video or animation second. Don't provide an icon or link for the narration that is separated, the icon or link to the video. Okay, this is a book that I used by Ruth Clark and Richard Mayer, and we're also using in our class. It helped me out quite a bit. I think you should check the book out. Okay, I'm back. Okay, to the left of me is my information. If you need some additional assistance, contact me at sservin6@kent.edu. And I thank you again for watching my video, and goodbye.